Good morning, Cancers. To subscribing Cancers, thank you for returning to my channel. To new Cancer viewers, hello and welcome to Spirit of Clarity Tarot. This is a weekly love and relationship reading for Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and also cross watchers. Remember, this reading is basically fuel off of energy, messages that I receive from above, my intuition. So take this reading with a grain of salt. Know that the energy could be flip flop. It could be you or the person. Okay. So I'm not gonna give a long introduction. Everything is in my description box. If you have any questions, you can email me at spiritofclarity77@gmail.com. Okay. Let's get on with your reading, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Oh, and if you can leave a comment with a question too. And also cross watchers. What message do we have for Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and also cross watchers in love and relationship? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. So we have the Tower card. Oh, y'all can't even see that. It is in the dark. We have the Tower card. Oh, I hate this. See, guys, we have the Tower. So it looks like it's in reverse. So you guys avoided some type of tower moment. Let me see. That's probably not going to. It's just dark. It's nighttime. It's like 5 in the morning. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. All right, give me one more. And we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I'm feeling that you guys avoided a tower moment. Okay, I feel like you got out fine, but it was like devilish shit going on in this relationship or in this home, and there was just like a sudden upheaval. Because maybe some lies were exposed. Mm. Because you have the Ace of Swords, which is mental clarity, like you have clarity. You have victory. The Ace of Swords is also new abundance. Like how can I put it? The Ace of Swords is like new ideas. If you're like new business ventures or new business ideas, truth and clarity. The Ace of Swords deals with intellect, so it deals with making the right decision. Okay, I can pull this up for you. She's so pretty. Here you go. Ace of Swords. Okay. So then we have the Ten of Wands. Whatever burdens that you had, that stuff is, you're just letting it go. Okay. And I see that, there is once the weight is off of you, um, Cancer, you will feel so, it's like the weight is off. I feel great. I feel awesome. The sun will come out on you. Um, she has sunflowers around her head. So, that makes me feel that she's happy. Okay. But then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't like the Queen of Swords in reverse. That energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I'm not saying I don't like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I just don't like that energy because it's very vindictive energy, very cold and arrogant and wicked energy, even a bitter energy. So let's find out, um, why is the Queen of Wands here. All right, so we have the Empress. Okay, so there could be some bitterness regarding an Empress. Okay, and it looks like the Empress is teaching her daughter. Like, she's a teacher, she's a mother, or she's a nurturer. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Cups energy with the Empress. So we got three queens in the house. Nothing but a house of women. Okay, well, the Empress has all the queens in her. So the Empress is telling me that there's definitely, like, somebody's very caring, nurturing, could be a Taurus, Libra, um, very loving, a warm love person, a person of abundance, could be a mother, a family person. This person is dedicated to their family. It could be you, Cancer, or it could be a Taurus or a Libra. But then we have the Queen of Cups, which is your energy, Cancer. And the Queen of Cups is like she's not good in reverse either, because the Queen of Cups is has like dependence. You know, it's some dependence, a lot of bitterness. Some, the Queen of Cups can represent the depression, um, emotional manipulation. So there could be, these are three different queens: air, the Empress is an earth sign, and the Queen of Cups is a water sign. Something happened. It gave you guys a new idea. The load was left off of you because of three women. Three women. Were you in a third party, Cancer? And the universe destroyed it. We have the Eight of Coins, okay? I feel like something was being worked hard on, or you're working hard, or someone is focusing or working hard on something. With the Eight of Coins, could be maybe working hard on a relationship with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and maybe you these queens are feeling some type of way. Um, the King of Coins. Woo! We getting the whole damn castle out. The King of Coins is like a master manipulator. He's not a good person either. He's very like egotistical. He's a liar, controlling, abusive. He even be like sometimes like corruptive. Let's see if I can pull one out in a different way. And then we have the Ace of Wands, with Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Swords is mental clarity. The Ace of Wands is energy, creativity. Um, it could also mean willpower, desire, excitement, birthing of a new beginning. Um, this is fire energy. Why do you have fire energy? Well, we'll figure it out. I feel like this King of Coins got a lot of stuff going on, and I feel that there is a separation because of, well, the Tower moment was avoided, so that means that somebody left, and it could have been the Empress and the Ten of Cups. So you guys are fully happy. That burden came off of you. You got freed. You got mental clarity. You left, and these two women, they be jealous. Okay, they be upset and bitter at your what is it, at your success. Everybody gets a turn. It's just your turn to shine. Okay, I feel like you're working hard, and it could be a king of pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that is watching you. But the Ace of Wands says that you're very energetic, you're standing in your willpower, Cancer, and you be doing things. Okay, thank you. But if you were dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they are definitely holding on to you. I feel the yellow. All of the yellow borders is like, I feel like it's a water sign. No, it's not. But I feel like he's holding on to you. So I'm wrong with the water signs on the borders. But I really feel that he's holding on to you, that he's trying to stick around. um, Cancer, you be the Empress in here. With the Three of Coins, yeah, there had been a third party situation going on, but in this card, you're separate from the other two. So there were not two women, there were three women with the Three of Pentacles. And I feel that Three of Pentacles could be, maybe somebody see you working hard or see you doing what you're doing and they're admiring you. With the Hierophant in reverse, the Hierophant is telling you that this is a Taurus, that this person could be a traitor, or you could be looking towards a new approach to things. Okay, clarify the Tower, clarify the Tower for me. And then we have the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor has his daughter with her, who is the Empress daughter also. So the Emperor is a father figure. Um, you avoided it. Maybe your kid's father stepped into something, or maybe you went back to your kid's father or are going back to an Aries. Um, Definitely worrying about financial security, definitely trying to keep things in control, okay? The Seven of Swords. You have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or it could be, depending on the birthday, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that is very, how can I say it? I would say sneaky, but they're getting caught. The Hangman tells me that you had some type of spiritual awakening or some spiritual clarity, and you moved away from that situation with your daughter, with your child, your son or your child, okay? I feel like you have had help from someone, okay? You have had help from someone and you did it like swift and fast, okay? The Magician, you were action focused. You knew what you wanted to do. You did what you had to do, Cancer. And that is that, okay? And people got angry. Okay, we had Judgment. Judgment exposed all the lies, okay? And those lies were exposed before that tower moment hit. And now people are being judged. I feel like people are beginning to receive their karma for what they did, okay? We have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands tells me I think you're protecting your heart. You'd be protecting your family or your children, okay? Or even your happiness, all right? Yeah, that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn was a stalemate. In these Three of Coins, whoever these people were, if they were admiring the work that you were doing, they were gossiping. It was no good in that, okay? And then we have the Eight of Swords. So somebody feels trapped, okay? They feel trapped inside of their mind. Like, if that's you, then you need to not be trapped inside of your mind, okay? Let's see what we have for advice for what's your energy for this week. Do your weekly energy pool. All right. I just seen it here. Okay. So we have some sacral chakra. Okay. Sacral chakra. Yeah. So I feel that some of y'all need to begin meditating. Um, the sacral chakra, some of y'all need, excuse French, but it is what it is. Some of y'all need sex. Some of y'all need to be working on your sacral chakra. And, this is maybe for the men to improve, your sex life. Okay. That has a lot to do with relationships now. It seems like, if that's not on point, people have an issue with it. Okay. So, but no, you want to begin to get grounded, y'all. Y'all want to get grounded and begin to meditate, okay? You'll get more spiritual clarity on what your purpose is, all right? Whoa, okay. So all of my cards fell on the floor and I'm hit camera. Ugh. And the sun is coming out. Coming up. All right, so give me one more for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and also cross watchers. Okay, so we have darkest fears. So you guys have to go through the dark. Okay, when you're going through a spiritual awakening, going through the dark, you have to get through the dark to get to the light. Okay, everybody think that the darkness is just so terrible. It's just that, you have to face fears of your fears. You have to face your fears because your fears is a tactic of the enemy, and your fears could be something that's holding you back, okay? Build, all right? They want you to rebuild yourself, okay? And then at the bottom of the deck, we have spread your wings, okay? So the universe wants you to rebuild yourself, okay? I feel like you lost yourself for a little while, but now you're figuring out who you are. You're gaining that it's me back. And you have a lot of haters. A lot of people that, ooh, that's tea, y'all. They can put a lot of lemon juice in. You guys have a lot of haters, okay? So let's see. What do we have in store for love? What is the path that we have for love for Cancers? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We have you deserve love. Okay, so maybe you weren't getting the love that you feel like you were due. okay, worth waiting for. Okay, so someone your soulmate is coming. Let your friends help you. So maybe you'll be going on some blind dates of some sort, because love is definitely coming your way. Your soulmate is coming your way, or they already be here. But talk to your friends about it. I mean, you don't have to put them in all your business, but let them know, like, yo, I like this person or I like that person. It could be somebody in your circle that somebody knows. Okay. So, Cancer, this closes out your reading, your love and relationship reading. If you like this reading, give me thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, all of that good stuff. Leave me a comment. Until next time, bye.